Welcome back to another Megacraft episode. I believe this is episode 4. I am down in the cavern behind the storage system because we are fixing to bust a hole in this wall. And you know, we need a spot for farms. We definitely need a spot for farms. And I want them down underground just so I don't have to see them upstairs. You know, I kind of want to leave that nice prim and pristine and proper and nice looking. And I know after building this wall here that there is a ravine back here. And that's going to cut some of the digging out of the way. Probably not a lot, but it's going to take some of it out of the way. And I believe that this is the way I need to go with this area. We need farms. We need all the farms. We need lots of farms. I like farms. What? Oh, I'm going to go ahead and get right into this and start to digging out this hole. Let's get to this. Well, we have finished. We have finished digging out all the way to bedrock in this large square. And I hit the button too many times. And there we go. All the way to bedrock. Now to put in the floor. The floor is going to be fun. The floor is going to be bright. Kind of. In spots. Going to lay down some glass along the to be even with the bedrock, since I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that mobs cannot spawn on bedrock, which I think is the main reason why I haven't had any more slimes fall on my head while clearing out this room. but we're also putting something underneath it. And I think if it's going to be bright, you might know what it is. Let's get right into that. I'm thinking this is going to deserve its own little time lapse, but I'm going to have to cut it short, or just it's going to take a while because I currently have 10 buckets, and we're putting lava under glass. Oh, speaking of, while I was on a break, we went ahead and we created. We didn't create. We changed. So we changed down here the dripstone. We changed it to an infinite lava supply. Pulled a whole bunch of buckets of lava from one of the things down there, and now we just have a constant 30 bucket lava supply. Constantly fills. And it is completely all source blocks up there. So that's the start. I've got like 10 stacks of sand going in for glass. I'm probably going to have to put more, but I wanted to get that started. The amount of resources we've pulled out of this place is just unbelievable. Well, not really unbelievable since it's oh, I don't even know how wide it is. I'm going to have to, once I get the blocks all placed down there, I'm going to have to measure how wide this thing is. But it's probably at least 25 to 30 blocks that way. And, oh, 2 to 3 times as far that way. Let's go ahead, jump right into this time lapse, get this thing knocked out. I cannot wait to see what this looks like. Just a little bit of talking head going on for this particular one. There wasn't much of the time lapse. For some odd reason, it didn't record, or it just got corrupted or deleted. I don't know what, but I'm a huge fan of the way this looks. As you can see, everything is kind of pulsating light and dark at the same time. It's because it is all source blocks. There is not a bit of flowing lava in this entire section. Tell me, what do you think of this? I'm a huge fan. I kind of really like the way it looks, but I want to know what you think about it. Let me know. There have been some things, some changes that have happened from that cutting in. You can see them here. So the beacon's still in here. I've got this laid out, and I've got that going. That right there is Moss Farm. And I went off from Ray's Works design, and I am going to leave a link to his video in the description if I can remember to. He goes over, in his video, he goes over four different moss farms in it. It's kind of neat. This one hit more of the buttons of what I was looking for, whereas basically the whole thing is self-sufficient. Basically, what that means is, if I turn this on, and he goes into much better detail than I do, but turning this on with the hopper minecart here, and let me pillow up here a little bit, pillow tower. When this hopper minecart goes down through and picks up all of the moss that's broken up here, then everything that comes out of this, you can put 64. Well, in his test, he put 64. He put 64 of the what's this stuff called? Bone meal. He put 64 bone meal in here, and ran the farm, and then took everything that came out of the farm, and from that 64 bone meal, and put it in a composter. And that what was composted, he was able to get almost 3 stacks of bone meal for one stack of bone meal. So it's self-sufficient and then some, which is really neat. I knew for a fact that, I knew all the basics. I knew the bone meal and everything else. And I knew I had to crush the carpets from up top. My timings were off. I could not get the timings down. So I didn't reach out. I did the old search. Saw his video on them and his design. And this right here is what makes it all work. It's just basically it's T flip-flops that for every 8 times this pushes this stone generator creates stone, pushes up, pushes across for every 8 times that it does that, it slams those pistons down. And then as soon as it's done with that, it pops up and bone meals the moss block that's in the center. It's brilliant. I would not have come up with that design. I mean, I enjoy playing with redstone as much as the next person, but for some odd reason, I couldn't get it. I couldn't get the timing of it. Check out his video. You have to check out his video. It's just brilliant. All right. So that's one farm I've got going, and then I've got this layout here. And it's just a square, but this entire area, that's going to come out eventually. But this entire area is going to be farms. What I'm planning on doing here, if you can't tell from this rough square and this little dealio here, this is going to be a gunpowder farm. Well, gunpowder and string. I'm going to have a mass storage. So currently everything here drops down and comes out through here. So this is going to have its own separate storage. Because what I want it to do is I want enough to have 3 or 4 double chests up top. And then everything else is going to get filtered over here. And then this is just going to be a huge tower of chests going all the way up to that storager with a composter on top. So this is just going to be a huge bone meal farm, basically. However, I do want to have, like I said, 2 storage chests full of all the other items. So the moss blocks, the moss carpets, the flowering azalea bushes, the regular azalea bushes. What else comes out of this? Seeds? Seeds can go straight in the composter. I don't need any more wheat seeds. But yeah, it's just quick, simple, easy to run, and yeah, it's a stone generator with, just breaking it down in the simplest terms. It's a stone generator with a bone meal timed system and a crusher compacted into one. It just seems like it'd be perfect to be down here in my little pit o' lava. Oh, jeez, what? Stop that. So, this was a fun thing to build. It was difficult to build because there's no actual tutorial, block by block tutorial that I was able to find. But I was able to suss it out. I was able to get it all figured out. And it works like a charm. And then this right here, if you couldn't tell, is, well, it's rooted dirt. So I've got rooted dirt. Got a dispenser right here. Observer clock. It's just sit here with a pair of shears and you get a bunch of rooted, the hanging roots. just, you know, getting bulk items kind of saved up. I've got shop ideas like you wouldn't believe. This is personal. Uh, this is just simply personal stuff. But the villagers will use the string up, and the gunpowder can be used for anything. This compared to my others, the to random craft, I want the off switch up top so that I can get up top, turn it off, and only worry about the random mob spawn in there. But I'm thinking I might want to also put in lights, redstone lights, which means I'm gonna need to get glow dust, glow lanterns, and yeah. So there's other things that need to be done, but in those can always be put in after the fact. Thoughts? Those are my thoughts. Those are my thoughts for this room. I'm also thinking uh, over here, maybe a little iron farm. And I don't need anything huge. You know, just something that, because I go through so much iron with hoppers, it is not even funny. It's not even funny. And even though it's only a diamond for 3 stacks of iron bars, 3 stacks of iron bars get chewed up in less than a stack of hoppers, and I've gone through so many hoppers. And why do I keep hitting the wrong button? All right. So that's that. This is future, short term. Yeah, I got to knock this out. I just, it's doing these farms is just, it's fun for me. Right now, though, what we need to do is we need to get to the shopping district because, well, you know, just because. Well, I might have paid for another plot of land, just a 10 by 10 this time. I went off from the payment cycle of what I saw on our Discord was it's the thought process, but I didn't see anything whether it was just straight hammered out. So the first plot is 1 diamond per 10 by 10. Second one is 4 diamonds per 10 by 10. For second shop. So this is by shop. And then the third shop will be a diamond block. So this is going to be shop number 3, but I've looked at the shops and I haven't seen this in any of them. So why don't we run right over there and let's get this. Oh, I've got shulker boxes full of what I'm fixing to sell in here. Just full. 27 stacks. And I'm missing 2 more. There's 2 more shulker boxes somewhere. Let me grab all this and let's get to the shopping district. All right, here we go. All right, so we're in the shopping district. We've had one shop. This did have stuff there, and it's gone. Mr. Builder's got his Guardian Farm shop in. I'm probably gonna go snag a stack or 2 of lights off from him, just because I didn't bring any of my own. I've already paid for it. Here's the bee. yeah, I had to. Here's my 10 by 10. I'm gonna try to not encroach too much on the bee, but and I don't think I'm gonna have to. But I am keeping the grass because look how bright this is compared to this mycelium bubbly mirror. It looks good. Gonna have to go back and get some more grass because I want to go and make this flush. I think I'm gonna make this flush instead of having a step up here. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's go ahead and get started in on this build. As soon as you see me start building this, you're gonna know exactly what shop this is. and I will explain to you why I have decided this is the shop, the next shop that I want to build. All right, let's get right into this. There we go. I don't think that's too bad at all. So, it's an oak tree on a mushroom island. So, that's besides the point. We've got some nice lush grass to kind of throw everything off. The path block coming down through. Wanted to make it sure it was nice and lit, so I've got a couple of these hidden underneath the ground, underneath the moss. Wanted to make it look like a big kind of a hunk taken out of the middle, kind of like a big knot hole. And we got our chest in there. 1 diamond for 2 stacks. I don't think that's too bad of a price, especially since dark oak is all manual. I don't even want to tell you how many times the mighty chopper has been repaired. It's a lot. We definitely still have plenty of stock. I already have almost 3 shulker boxes still full of dark oak, and 4 double chests, 5 double chests. That should be good for a little bit at least. All right, now let's get back to the base and start working on some of the other projects to, I don't know, keep us flying a little bit more and a little more string. Get the emeralds rolling in off from those, off those fishermen villages that we got. All right, I think that right there with this little bit of a build, it might be just a little build to a lot of people, but it's still a decent sized one for me because I'm still not used to the custom trees. I'm kind of happy the way it turned out though. Yeah, it might look more of a poof ball to most, but you know what? I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and that, you know what? In the long run, that's what matters. So, thank you so much for coming along on this little adventure I've had today. We've got, oh, geez, what, hello. What? Oh, and that's the inside of my head. Oh, my word. All right. We've got sheep. We've got Jeb wool. We've got the Dark Oak Emporium. I am super happy with the way these have all come out. That's, I do know, don't get me wrong, I do know I need some work on that. However, for the second time, only the second time that I've ever tried to do a custom tree build, I don't think it's that bad. But I'm sure you'll let me know. Oh, it's great. I hope that you have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.